Good evening, tabletop nerdcasters and mech warriors alike. This is Mike coming to you this evening, and we have a special guest to the channel who we've been communicating back and forth with that answered the call when we said we were looking for pilots. And he goes by the call sign of Puskin82 SVK, as you can see on my screen currently right now. And again, I'm going to give him an opportunity to kind of let you know who he is and what his background is. And then we're going to jump right into submissions, so stick around.
Well, okay, so my name is Igor, and I'm from Slovakia. And yeah, my first experience with Mechwarrior games is Mechwarrior 3. And then I played Mechwarrior 4 Vengeance and Mechwarrior 4 Mercenaries. Also, I have played Mechwarrior Online at the beginning, couple of years, but then I stopped, and I was just waiting for this game to come out because I'm basically more fan of the single player than the multiplayer. So, and my connection to the Deviants came from the Mechwarrior 4 Vengeance.
Okay.
Because of this game, I basically became a fan of the Deviant, and so yeah, so that's the story.
Oh, that's cool, because I know that at some point in time, and I don't remember the calendar date that's part of this particular game, but at some point in time, I do know that it did flip to where it was like Davion and Steiner almost combined forces, and they called it something different, and it's slipping my mind. And that's where the map itself changes in this game.
They merge together. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me. I mean, based on the symbols and that they put forward. So
they united and they changed also the faction name. It's like Federated Commonwealth. So it's like the merge of the Lyran Commonwealth and the Federation Sons. So they together they call it like Federated Commonwealth.
okay. All right.
I think they. I don't know the story behind it, but it was like maybe to unite and fight the clans. I really don't know, but yeah, they merged together.
Okay. And that's, speaking of, that's one thing that I'm hoping that they do when they come out with that next set of download content that's due. I think it's May. It's either late April or May. But I'm hoping they come out with the clans. That's one thing that I really do think is missing from this, at least for the true Mechwarrior fans.
Yeah, well, of course, it will be a nice addition to the game. And what I'm looking for a DLC, I'm not sure if they will do it, is to remake the Mechwarrior 4 Vengeance, as a DLC. That would be great for me, for example, and maybe also for other players.
Well, that's fair enough. I mean, all we can do is, when some of this broadcasts and stuff goes out, sometimes you'd be surprised who stops by and listens, and sometimes they pick up, quality ideas from individuals that are playing the game that are just like, man, this is really missing. I wish this was there.
So I'm in this star systems where we finished with my friend last time we played together. Unfortunately, he's not online. And there are two missions available. It's a raid and a defense mission. So, which one do you want to start with?
This is your campaign. This is your run. You pick. I'm good. I'm going to pilot along.
This is how I host. I already ask
Okay.
others what they want, so you have to get used to it.
Let's get our feet wet then and go with the defense. I want to be able to make sure I have some weapons set and things configured the way that I'm kind of used to running with whatever we're running on.
Yeah. Well, Which mech do you want to pilot?
Let me jump over into that tab and see what we've got available. To be quite honest, in our normal campaigns that I'm running with Percy and a few other folks, I have been designated to be the primary boxer. So I would love to be sitting in that archer and just kind of do some support fire.
All right, it is yours. By the way, can you select a mech as a host, as a guest in the host?
No, you cannot. If you are the guest, the host has to do everything from weapon config outside of the piloting when you're in mission. The host has to do all mech selections, all mech changes, all updates. That's one of the drawbacks right now.
Okay.
And I think they did that to kind of go along with that whole kind of Lance Commander kind of role that they're kind of putting you in.
How do you want to edit your mech? Right now, the configuration is like you can see the loadout, right, of the mech.
Yes, I can. The loadout is fine for me, as long the Archer is a mech that I spent a lot of time piloting during my own first campaign.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty familiar with his setup, and I know how to run him to where I don't overheat him.
Right now, it has 5 double heat sinks across the mech. One is in the center torso, one in the left and right torso, and one in the left and right arm.
Okay.
They are basically protecting the equipment there. Do you know the crit padding, right?
Correct. Yes. Yeah.
Isn't behind it, and it has 4 tons of ammunition stored in the legs. Do you want me to change it
No.
somehow?
Perfect. Good to go. The only gripe that I ever
And
have
what
about
about
mechs is making sure that ammunition is in the legs so it doesn't kill pilots.
Okay. And the armor distributions, like full arms and legs are full, and left, right torso, front is 40, rear is 20, and the center torso, I'm going to, its front is 65 and rear is 23. Do you want me to change this, or?
With this particular mech and the way that I probably will be playing him this mission, if you can take about 5 points out of the rear torsos for center, left, and right, and push that up to the front torso.
In and front 45?
Yeah.
Okay. Aim to the center torso. 15 and the rest to the front?
Correct. I'm pretty cautious about
Okay.
not letting anything get behind me, so.
Okay.
I'd rather
Weapon groups.
I'd rather give those weapons a little bit. I'll set weapon groups in game.
Ah, okay. Okay, no problem. All right. Start. We're good to go. We're missing 5 tons, but that's not a big deal.
So let me ask you a question. You actually enjoy running a pilot down?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, it's not always to feel the. Right now we are just you and me. You know, if we would be four people, yeah, then I have to go with 4 mechs. But right now we don't have to go with 4 mechs. Let me see if I can, because if I drop the Warhammer and add another pilot.
Well, I know you'd have to seriously ton down there. I was just asking it as a question, because, most people when they play the game, and again, you've played through this from what you told me. This is like your 4th time or 5th time through the campaign missions. Most people have inherently kind of adopted the philosophy of, I need to have all my pilots and I need to have all 4 mechs to kind of spread things out. And it was just kind of, I was just kind of shocked because outside of me and Percy, when we go back just to do like C-bill farming, most of the
Yeah.
time, everybody that I ever see always does 4 pilots, and it's just kind of interesting. So, I don't have a problem with it at all by any means. I was just kind of curious.
Well, it is possible sometimes to do missions with just two players, sometimes with 3 players, yeah, and sometimes you need full length of mechs.
Mm-hmm.
So, because right now I don't have much options in my active hangar. I don't have many mechs, so I cannot do many combinations. So if I can go. Maybe we can go with 4, but I think this is because I'm always judging based on the tonnage limitations. Right now it's 230. We are missing 5 tons, and that's not a big deal at all. I have finished missions with much higher tonnage difference between the maximum tonnage limitation and my current tonnage.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, trust me. You saw some of those missions, and I think you even commented on one that we were way under tonnage limit, where we were doing that, and it was based upon the mechs we had on hand. So I'm not judging by any means. Let's see. Oh, let's see. It's got a 40-day wait for the retrofit. That's what it's telling me. So we're good.
No problem. I just okay. So ready. I'm ready.
Okay, there we go. I was waiting for the screen to pop up, and I was like, okay, well, all right, we're good.
Yeah, sorry. I was just talking to you and didn't push the game forward.
So, your style, are you more of an aggressive player, or are you more of a, use long range to your advantage kind of player?
All systems nominal.
I have to adjust the sound because it's too loud a little bit. I mean the in-game sound. Okay, so give me a second.
No worries.
Towards the areas marked on the map to locate the individual targets. Watch for enemy patrols in the area.
Okay, this should be fine. Yeah, I'm usually more aggressive, but I can do both styles, like support and whatever,
Okay.
Sometimes it is smart to stay back and use the long range, and sometimes I tend to push, but if I get too much damage, I usually stay behind.
All right. Will you do me a favor real quick and kind of turn your mech around? There we go. Those thumbnails that you see us capture, that's what I'm trying to get right now for this particular episode. So, there you go. You're good. All right. Appreciate it.
Let's go to the right side, heading east for the first base.
Lead the way.
All right.
So I think we will be using our range as an advantage.
So,
we raid. Yeah.
How'd you end up finding us, by the way? Did you just stumble across us one day?
Finding you?
Yeah. The Nerdcast.
Finding your channel? Oh, accidentally. I just accidentally pop up on my YouTube recommendation videos.
Okay. We're still a small channel, but we're trying to get there.
Okay. I'm also watching some other people who are creating content from this game, but
I believe his name is Baradul.
Yeah, Bardu. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good, you know,
Target
content
acquired.
there. I enjoy watching his.
Target.
Nice job. Your kill is about to explode, Commander.
Buggers. Locusts.
Target.
That's where those
They can
missiles
be
come in.
Target acquired.
Yeah, yeah. They can be so annoying sometimes.
Especially to these larger mechs that turn slower. Oh god, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an Irby. I don't want that AC coming in on us. Let's blow that weapon off as fast as we can.
Yeah, yeah. I'm working on it.
There it is. Now he's useless.
Target.
Exactly.
I say that, but did you happen to check out that Irby mission that I did?
Target acquired.
I'm probably no.
Okay. It was interesting because I took one hero urban mech and then I took 3 regular urban mechs and I just kept them together.
Oscar Mike, your location.
And in doing so, they had so much firepower, even though they were limited in movement. For that level of mechs, they were just decimating things. It surprised me.
Maybe I will check it.
Well, if you ever
You have it on YouTube.
yeah, if you ever get a chance to try one, run it that way. I think you'll find it pretty interesting.
Which way?
Still need to kill these over here. I'll if you want to knock those down, I'll start engaging this mech at long range that's coming in on us.
Yeah, spider. So what's the way how to use the urban mech? Can you repeat it?
So if you get a chance to try using the urbans, basically just take and keep the lance as tight as possible and give all of your other lance mates burst fires, and you hold the standard basic AC-10 on yours, and it'll decimate mechs when they come in. It's just so much firepower they can't handle it.
But I guess the lens of Urbis, you cannot take them to any mission, I guess.
No, I wouldn't box them outside of maybe a level 5 difficulty.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, might kind of be pushing it. There, that one's done. All right, let's walk through that.
Yeah, exactly. I like this destructive environment. It's great.
We got some mechs coming
Great
into
feature.
our east. Looks like a dropship coming down.
East?
Yeah, dropship just came down over the hill.
I think they will have to go around.
Splash target.
All right,
LLMs.
where is that guy at? All right, I got.
Target
Okay,
destroyed.
partisan should be going down.
Target
Oh,
destroyed.
okay. We have.
Enemy destroyed.
It's up above the fire.
Behind you.
There it goes. There we go. All right. Thank you for clearing that one.
There was a spider behind you. Not anymore.
Yeah, I saw him coming up. It's just those. And I always forget the name of the bigger VTOLs, but yeah, they were.
Igor.
The Igors. There we go. Should have been easy, right?
But I'm not piloting it.
So it's pumping us from
sorry.
behind. Okay, there's that other one.
Target
Just
acquired.
accidentally, I just hit you with SRMs.
Actually, it was a Centurion. There was something that was firing past me.
Ah.
Let's see. Can't get his head.
Did you notice that these enemy pilots, they're actually shielding? Like turning away when they, to
They
protect.
They do, and I don't know if you've noticed this because I don't know how many live human pilots have you had when you're playing this game in one mission.
Just one.
Okay, so
person.
it's just one person and yourself. So when you
Yeah.
have 4 human pilots, the AI's capabilities go through the roof. They're much more capable.
Yeah, I heard that there is some kind of hidden difficulty multiplier when you play with when you play with friends. But they didn't specify.
I can confirm that because it's definitely there.
Target destroyed.
No specification from PGI what the hidden multiplier means.
I would equate it to this. You know how when you're doing regular missions and then all of a sudden you get a storyline mission that's about 10 or 15 points more difficult?
Mm-hmm.
It's basically that.
Okay.
But you'll notice more tactics like what you just saw where they start arm twisting and doing other things to spread the damage out and about.
Okay. I think we have to go.
We got 2
which
paths.
way?
We can either go north and then back over, or we can go across here and go up. But
if you know the way, if you know the path, so lead the way. Because sometimes I'm looking on the map, and sometimes it's tricky. Couple times I have been stuck in the dead end, so I had to go back.
that should have gone down by now. All right. Let's see. Yeah, that one's
just
this
I'm
one's
slower
clear.
than you, so.
Yep. I'm just kind of coming up around the corner. Oh, I remember that stalker, man. That's brutal on the speed.
Well, no, it's not. You know what? I don't have problem with speed. We just have to stay as a group, you know.
Oh yeah. So have you tried any
Yeah.
of the mods yet on the game?
I'm not using any mod, and I'm not planning to use any mod.
All right. Did you like the HUD from Mechwarrior Online?
It's okay. I like also this HUD. It's not
Okay.
a problem for me.
All right, no big deal. Because there's very few that I recommend when it comes to playing the game, where it doesn't change the game itself, but it's a lot more fun.
It's easy to get lost in the views around
And
here,
the
but
problem which I have with the mods is that you know these are external files, and I don't like to download external files, you know, from unknown people and things like that.
Oh, that's fair.
This is my concern. This is my concern.
Oh, it's very valid.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Only mode I'm looking for is the advanced zoom, but
That's
I'm
under the
hoping-
advanced HUD.
but I'm hoping that the PGI will implement this mode into the game. So
Oh, it's nice. I have to say, it is very nice.
Target acquired.
really handy, you know, when especially when you're using a long range pinpoint loadout. It's really handy.
So how do you have your stalker set up?
2 large lasers, 4 medium lasers, and 1 SMR6. I used to run with more missiles, but it's too hot, you know. So
Target down.
when I'm using just lasers, that's more than enough usually. So the SRM6 is just like some backup when I fight in close range.
Target acquired.
I prefer with this loadout to engage from medium and or long range.
Nice kill, Commander. Incoming crit.
All right, we have an Igor up above us, 2.
Splash target.
It's down. All right, I'm gonna back off from this locust and see if I can get a hold of him.
Okay.
Clean him up real fast.
Down.
Locust should go down in one good clean hit.
Incoming missile. Target acquired.
He's afraid.
Target destroyed.
him. He's stuck.
He got stuck?
You can lock on him. Yeah, he's stuck. He's just.
All right,
Look.
let me get him.
Can you see him?
I can
Can you
barely get a couple of these, these streaks to get over there. It's not going to do a ton. Let me get around another direction.
Yeah, he's totally stuck. It happens sometimes. I noticed that these enemy mechs sometimes get stuck on the environment.
I've only had that happen to my AI pilots. I know the enemies will run into stuff, but
Yeah.
I've only had my AI pilots get stuck.
Oh, I have seen also AI pilots, yeah, a couple times, but also the enemy mechs. I mean, my AI pilots. Did you mean your when you played solo and your pilots in your lands, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so tend to stuck on the environment sometimes.
Enemy destroyed.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Okay, alright. What do we have behind us? Alright, he'll go down. So is your Warhammer using large lasers instead of PPCs?
Target acquired.
Yeah, I downgrade the PCs to lasers. It's more heat efficient, you know.
Get here as quickly as you can, Commander.
Alright. Well, I personally prefer that myself, and it's because I think the delay on the PPCs is much harder to use whenever you're having to box, and the what you're able to do with your large lasers by able to kind of strafe over targets and leg them out and do different things like that. It's to me, it's a better weapon.
Well, I like PPCs, but I think it's too much for the Warhammer. And if you use also the medium lasers and the small lasers, and if you're also using the missile slot, it's too much with PPCs. Honestly, you know, the heat buildup is too high.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I agree.
We managed to finish the mission with 3 mechs, no problem.
It wasn't too much of an issue. It did when those Igors came in and started pounding me in the back. They did do a little bit there, but not anything that I would feel uncomfortable with.
They can be annoying, especially the quad AC2.
Absolutely. And when you get like 3 of those coming in and a couple of VTOLs at the same time, and you have some tanks swarming you, that swarm is what is just brutal.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's actually a good mech turnout right there.
I'm going to take the spider because it's the most money and the less share cost. And a couple weapon systems. Good job.
I appreciate it. It took a little more damage than I would have wanted to, but I wasn't reacting to those Igors very well.
No problem. I think armor damage is okay. If you get structure damage or components lost, that's more expensive, you know. So armor damage is okay.
Yeah, I try and do a lot of spinning in order to be able to keep that from taking place as much as possible, but those large lasers that you got set up on your vehicle kind of give you a really good option for pinpoint shooting there. That was I got to give you some props for that. You did a pretty good job cleaning up a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, thanks. I think the Stalker is a pretty strong mech, just with 2 large lasers and 4 medium lasers. That's already a pretty strong, you know, alpha strike.
Oh yeah, it's got the biggest alpha strike you can get in the game.
Yes, but like I said, if you are using all the weapons, that is, you know, yeah, that's too much heat. Yeah, of course, I could downgrade the large lasers to medium lasers, and add some more missiles. But at the same time, I like this large, laser vomit build. You know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't disagree at all. Near my end game, when I was using my Stalker as one of my primary boxing mechs, so he was always in my number 2 pilot position. When I was doing that, I had maxed out every single weapon that he possibly had sitting on him, and I knew because it was an AI pilot, it wasn't going to be efficient. But the alpha strike that he was putting out was 104 points of damage. It was insane.
Yeah.
Even an AI pilot was one-shotting stuff. I was like, hey, shut down all you want. Just blow it up.
Let me repair the Mechs. And take another contract.
You mentioned you had a friend that plays with you, and I think during our exchange in messages back and forth, you said he's here in the States. Is that correct?
Yeah, and I think, if I'm correct, he's also from Dallas, Texas.
He's from Dallas? Okay.
Yeah, I think he's from Texas, yeah.
Well, if he's from Dallas, he's about 4 hours away from me, so...
but you are from Texas too, if I remember correctly, right?
That is correct. That is correct.
Okay.
I'm down on the Gulf, down at in Houston.
Okay. Okay, so defense, right?
Oh,
defense mission.
Yeah, whatever. We're good. Go for it. I'm an equal opportunity player, so whatever mission comes up is whatever mission I'll run. The only reason why you may hear me be a little more picky when I do the games with my crowd is because it's the first time they're through the game, so they really don't understand a whole lot of the differences. So sometimes, given certain mech combinations, it's easier to do certain types of missions.
You want to stay the archer?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay. If I can add another pilot. Probably no, because I have to. I could take a fire starter if this is possible. Yeah, this is possible. Same time, I don't want to give a quick draw to AI pilot because I have some good stuff in there, and I already made this mistake before, and I'm not going to. I can change the loadout. That is what I can do, but I don't want to do it, you know, like all the time, changing the loadouts.
Oh yeah, I understand. If you want to run at 3 pilots, man, really, we can run at 3 pilots. I am not opposed to it at all. That actually worked out pretty well.
No problem. Okay. All right. Let's go. I'm ready.
So what time is it over there for you? 3, 4 in the morning?
Yeah, 3:20.
All right, God bless you, man, because that'd be awful early for me.
You know what? I'm a night person. I don't have much problems staying up late. You know.
Locate the settlement and secure it against any hostile forces in the area.
I used to work on the night shifts, so I'm used to it. Used to this.
Okay.
I'm get used to this. That is more correct, I think.
You've reached the target, Commander.
Thank God you're here, Commander. We need all the help we can get. Right behind you.
So I know you said that you're in between positions right now.
Target acquired.
But what is it that you were doing for a living?
Right now or in general?
In general. In general.
I was just, you know, working with for several companies. The last company I worked for was Amazon.
Target destroyed.
Okay.
And I have to tell you, man, that sucks a lot.
I have not heard that.
Amazon, from my experience, is a horrible employer.
Target acquired.
My experience, of course. Someone may have a different experience, but from my perspective, horrible experience.
Target is down.
Want to get a hold of that locust, but I don't want to fire a bunch of missiles off at him.
Tower destroyed. We've lost eyes on the hostiles.
No problem. Are good because these enemy mechs are usually focused on destroying the buildings, so it's easier to take them down without taking much damage.
These are usually where I like to take people to kind of train them to learn how to play the game, is the defense stuff, so that they can get a chance to see it.
Target acquired.
Because it's not quite as deadly.
Target acquired.
Work back around this other direction. And
salvage. I have to get closer.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
What the hell are you firing at?
Obviously, he's not happy with where I'm shooting.
Oh, it's okay. Hey,
Let me cycle back out of that direction. Oh, seriously, Locust? How'd you get out of all that?
New target acquired.
Your resistance is pulling in more hostiles from the surrounding area.
AC-10 burst fires down.
Okay, good. And we got what looks like 3 more mechs that just dropped
Destroyed.
on the opposite side of the facility from us.
Target acquired.
I see. Centurion.
Target destroyed. New target acquired. Target destroyed.
Lead the way.
This location wasn't built to withstand military-grade weapon fire. We need to pull them away from the buildings.
I'll let you core him out.
Tango down.
I want to pull the trigger on another set of missiles there, knowing he was about to go.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
I guess, in somewhere.
I got the
Cicada.
javelin. Yeah, I'll get the
Yes.
javelin that's coming in from long range.
Okay.
Enemy mech forces spotted operating in the area. Watch out for them.
Should be nice and soft and ready to go.
New target acquired.
Actually, the SRM-6 Javelin is pretty nasty.
If he gets up on you, I agree.
If he get... Exactly, if he gets close...
Enemy mech eliminated.
Target destroyed.
Well, SRM-6, SRM-4 Commando is pretty annoying at close range.
We got a Shadow Hawk coming in as well.
Yeah. Shadowhawks. Yeah, let's focus on this one. Cicada.
New target
Damn
acquired.
it, warehouse destroyed.
Target.
Nice job, your kill is about to explode, Commander.
Incoming missile. Target.
Reactor about to crit. Nice kill over there.
Target.
Mark target eliminated.
6 more targets.
I know there was a tank sitting over here on the other side of this building set.
Yeah.
I got him.
Target destroyed.
All right, so we should have
Okay.
what, one more wave coming in.
Yeah.
Although I'm surprised we haven't already heard the announcement of that wave.
You must have really
Yeah,
goes.
there it is.
Commander. More hostiles inbound.
Oh, it's right on top of
Ah,
me. That's
oh.
beautiful. I'm
Yeah.
gonna start backing out so they don't have access to my back.
Yeah.
Target acquired.
Crap, you got it.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Trebuchet was enjoying the fact that you had your back turned to it.
My back is okay.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. New target
System
acquired.
offline. Yeah.
It's alright, I got him. We all
Yeah.
have those moments, especially when you're boxing with a real fast, agile mech. The tank is on the other side of the facility from us.
Okay. I'm alpha strike. I was alpha striking a lot with the lasers, so it was my fault.
Target destroyed.
Alright, there we go.
I'm showing no more
Yeah.
enemies on the scope, Commander.
Should be a
Well
lot
done.
less overall damage on this one that we took.
Yeah. Armor damage is totally fine. More than that, yeah, that's more expensive.
Look there, you even stayed right under your damage coverage.
Yeah, this time, yeah, we did better.
I love how this game does this, and just, you know, this is kind of one of my own personal vents here. It's like, you get 12 shares, and it specifically lets you see a mech that you could take if you had 13. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, many times. Example like LRM 15 Tire Zero cost less money but has more share values in comparison to LRM 10 Tire 1. This is not a big deal. We are done at this planet system. We'll have to travel.
Feel free. I got a good couple more missions in me that before I'd have to end out the save file here.